Hello everyone and welcome back. GTA 5 is almost 7 years old now and still there are huge numbers of new players that are coming in to this day. With the game being offered free for a week, it took this to a whole new level that the new players inflow was so much that Rockstar servers were out on multiple occasions for a long time. Every session you go to is literally filled with new players. With all these tons of new players coming in, majority of them have no idea about the online economy. Half of them are going about asking modders to give them money and the others are just going broke, not knowing what to do and spending all their money on stupid things. Let me tell this to you all right away. Each and everything's related to money in GTA Online. The game's about grinding and you need to have or make money to enjoy the game. If not, others will have a huge advantage over you. Making the right investments in the beginning stages is very crucial because if done right, then you'll be set throughout your game time. But if you end up with wrong decisions, blowing all your money away in the beginning, then you're going to end up being broke for a very long time to come. Which is actually the case of many players in GTA Online right now. So in this video, I'll be doing a complete top to bottom guide right from the starting $0 to making millions and millions, becoming a millionaire in GTA Online in the best, fastest ways possible. Also, I'll be covering topics like businesses, which ones are the best, in which order you need to get them, the other things and vehicles that will make your GTA life easier, the stuffs and vehicles you need to stay away from. Literally everything is going to be covered in this video. For the businesses, I won't be going in depth into them as how much profits you make and all, as this video is more like an overview, a step-by-step plan, more like a guideline so you all can follow on how to start off the game properly by making right investments and spending on stuff that will actually benefit you in every day as well as the long run. If you want to know more about businesses, then I have videos on all of them in detail, for which I'll be leaving links in the description for you all to check out. Also, there's another important thing that I want to mention right in the beginning itself. Some of you all might have got the game normally, whilst others, the majority would have gotten it through the Epic Game Store from that crazy week earlier. For those normal versions, nothing much for you guys, you can just carry on with the guide. For those that got the game through the Epic Game Store, well, it's not all great news for you all, as not everything you're getting for free is actually good. About 2 or 3 of them is good, but the rest are actually terrible. The properties and business itself, or in some, the locations where Rockstar is giving it. Not to worry, as I'll be suggesting the ways to change them up and get them in the better locations as we progress through this guide. For those of you that want to know more about the criminal enterprise and why it is bad, I'll be linking a video by the professional where it's explained each and everything that comes in this pack. Links in the description, make sure to check it out if you're interested. And now, before getting started, I have one more thing to say to you all. There's a huge bonus news at the end of the video, so make sure to check out the complete video. Alright now, with all that being said and done, let's get on with the video without wasting any more time. After you have finished creating your character, when you first go online, you'll be given the options to go through the tutorial of GTA Online or the option to skip it. I would insist you all to go through with the tutorial as it covers all the game basics, how GTA Online works, the reward system and the rank mechanics, the basic stuffs. Once you're done with that, the first thing you gotta do is go to the casino to spin the lucky wheel. In order for that, you need to buy the basic membership, which costs just $500, but you also get 5,000 chips, which you can trade in for money at the cashier. That's like 10 times money back to you right in the beginning. Also remember to collect the daily bonus from the cashier after spinning the wheel every day. It's not huge, but it's going to add up to a lot in the long run. Plus, why do you want to ignore something that's free? With the wheel itself, Well, it's not guaranteed that you will win something good, but you have a chance of winning money, lots of RP, which helps you to rank up fast in the beginning stages. And also you can win the podium vehicles for absolutely free. If you aren't lucky, then you can always follow the foolproof method in order to win them all the times. Links in the description. This way you can actually save yourself millions instead of spending money on those vehicles. So every day you log in, make sure to spin the lucky wheel. Next, sell cars. Go near the LSC in the city as some nice cars spawn here, or you can get them wherever they spawn as well. Steal them and sell every day in the game, that is 48 minutes in real life. Cars like the Oracle, Felon and Baller sell for the most amount of money, paying anywhere about $8,000 to $9,500. Or you can step it up a bit by finding rare modified cars that spawn across the map and selling them, which increases your profit more than double, as they sell for about $17,000 to $23,000. That is a decent money to make by just stealing and selling without spending any money at all. Also, this will add up in the long run too. Next, there's also the option to rob stores. I mean, they don't give as much as selling cars, but you can do them if you're in an area where there's a store nearby. But I wouldn't say go on a robbing spree, as it's a waste of time and you can do other things which pay more money. Just do these if you're near to them. Just a little change of money to cover up the costs or rents. Next is to do the daily objectives. There will be 3 objectives every day and it hardly takes 5 to 10 minutes to do them. A total of 20 minutes to complete them all. Why I say this is because per day you get $30,000. For every week you complete these in a row, you get a bonus $150,000 for 7 days, that is 6 plus 1 days. And if you do them for a month, that is 28 days, which is 4 weeks, you get $750,000 as a bonus for completing these objectives for 28 days. In total, you make about $2 million approximately, as to $330,000 per week with the bonus added. That's a ton of money for a mere 15 to 20 minutes of game time. The cash rewards for completing these objectives were less earlier. It kind of got an update in the recent DLCs. Kind of a good thing though. Next, in order to do all this work and the ones I'm going to talk about, you'll need a good fast vehicle, your personal vehicle. Earlier, you could steal any vehicle off the street, be it a low end or a high end, and save it as your first vehicle for free. But as usual, it got changed and you have only got selected options, even motorcycles included. Try to get a good car. I personally went and got myself a rare modded car and chose to save it for my first car. One of the reasons why, you may ask, cause this car comes with upgrades stock when you steal it off the street, both performance and visual. As you can see, these upgrades are locked behind your rank. You need to level up a lot in order to unlock them, so having these in the beginning is like a bonus. Also, a small tip here, your map is going to be filled with tons of icons literally covering up the entire map. It can get annoying really fast. You can just go to your interaction menu and hide unwanted icons. Sure does clear out unwanted icons from your map. With that done, next you should start doing the time trials. These challenges hardly take 3 to 4 minutes to complete and they pay a huge $100,000. That is a lot of money for just 3 to 4 minutes of work. For these challenges, motorcycles are the choice of vehicle. You can use the Pegasi Bati for this. Both versions are equally good, but the race variant, the 801RR, is slightly faster. Both of them cost just $15,000, so it doesn't really matter with their price. Get all the performance upgrades once you purchase the bike and you are set. When doing these challenges, start them up, mark the location on the map for your endpoint and restart the challenge. Take a good look at the map, all the routes and the shortcuts leading to that location, as you'll need to use the shortcuts to reach the marker before the timer runs out. If you go through the GPS route, then you'll not make it in time. As you can see in the video, I was short about a second or two. But when I took the shortcut, I kind of completed it easily. And also try to familiarize the route. Sometimes you'll complete these in just a single try, but sometimes you may even take 2 to 3 tries. Once you get a hang of riding the motorcycle and doing these challenges, you'll get used to these challenges eventually. There are RC Bandito races as well, which pays out $100,000 just like these time trials, but it needs you to own them. So that's one drawback for that. I can actually start showing these challenges if you guys like. And remember to always deposit money into your bank, else you'll lose $500 every time you die in the game. Next is kind of an useful one for you all in the long run. It is the flight school challenges. If you haven't done them yet, then consider doing them. They are kind of fun and somewhat easy to do, and if you complete them all, then you'll get $230,000. Few of the challenges get hard and frustrating, but you can finish them with few tries. Also, doing these flight school challenges will improve your flying skills. So it's kind of a win-win, as you get paid as well as improve your skills. A good deal. And also on the week I'm sharing this video, there's double money going on these challenges. I completed one of these challenges to record as clips for the video, and I got paid $55,000 for completing it. $55,000, and it took me just 2 tries. Y'all can make approx $500,000 completing these 10 challenges. Pretty cool. Another tip I want to give you all here is to use the helicopters and planes to travel faster across the map. Riding or driving will take up a long time, so you can save time where possible by flying instead. You can find these spawning in aircrafts, runways and helipads that spread all across the map. The next ones are related to another game by Rockstar itself, which is Red Dead Redemption 2. They are treasure hunts with challenges. These were added into the game just before the RDR2 launch, which kind of served like an advertisement to the game. One of them was added in the recent Diamond Casino Heist DLC. These treasure hunts are about weapons, and they are the double action revolver, the stone hatchet, and the recent one, the navy revolver. Treasure hunts are kind of easy to complete, and for the recent one, that is the navy revolver, I have a small video showing all the clues, as this is slightly different from the other 2 treasure hunts. Once you find them, the challenges you get with them are very simple, like 50 headshot kills with the double action revolver, 25 kills with the stone hatchet, and 50 kills with the navy revolver. All of them are very easy to complete, and once you complete the challenges, you get $250,000 as prize money for both the double action revolver and the stone hatchet. So $500,000 right there. For the navy revolver, you get $275,000 for completing both the treasure hunt and the challenges. So $750,000 for just completing these easy treasure hunts and challenges. Now, before we go to the next one, I would recommend a vehicle that you all should get to make it easier for all the activities and jobs. It is the Armored Kuruma. Getting this in the beginning times is going to be a game changer for you all, as it has bulletproof glass. Huge benefit for you. Also, visit the ammunition and get some good necessary weapons. Just buy only the necessary ones and don't buy each and everything available. A good drive-by weapon, an assault rifle, a sniper rifle are some of the ones you'll need that you'll use regularly. After all that is done, you can move on to the next one, that is the contact missions. These do not have any requirements to do them. Literally anybody can do them. Some of these require more than one player, but majority of them can be done solo. And most importantly, they are friendly to new players, like I said earlier. There's no level or rank requirements for this. Back in the day, in the initial stages, I took grinded on these to make money for my further investments and such. All of them are simple and very easy to do, and also can be done in short time duration. The missions are just about going to a location, blowing up the cars there, or going to a location, picking up an NPC and dropping them off to the marked location. Simple missions like these. The ones that I grinded were the trash talk, blow up, cleaning the cat house, and few others. Here's a list of all the best ones with their payouts. Just remember to do them in hard difficulty, because doing so will pay more money. Along with that list, the other one that pays highest money is the Los Santos connection. Along with getting paid for the mission, you can also collect extra money by destroying the crates on the ground. These contact missions also give out good RP, so it's good to level up fast. Next are the VIP jobs, similar to these contact missions, except they take place in the same session. Earlier you needed to have $1 million in the bank account in order to register as a VIP, but Rockstar changed it to just $50,000. So if you have 50k in the bank, then you can register as VIP and do the VIP jobs. The best VIP jobs to do are the Headhunter, Sightseer and the Hostile Takeover. All of these take an average 4 to 5 minutes to complete. Along with the Armored Kuruma, I insist you all to buy the Buzzard Attack Helicopter, as these come in real handy for all these jobs and missions. The missions themselves are very simple. In the Headhunter, there will be 4 NPCs that spawn on the map and you gotta take them all out. That's it. Next, the Sightseer. In this, you gotta use your phone to locate the packages and then go collect them. There will be a total of 3 packages. For both these missions, start them in the city location or bottom of the map and not elsewhere. Doing so will get the packages and the NPCs spawn closer to you. And for the last one, the Hostile Takeover, select the Los Santos International Airport as it's nearer and also easier. All you gotta do in this is to go to the hangar, kill the target, collect the package and then deliver it to the marked location. Simple as that. All these 3 missions are easy and take very less time to complete them. The payout ranges from $20,000 to $25,000 depending on how fast or slow you complete them. Having a buzzard helps you a lot for all these works. Now, before I go to the big money makers and property investments, I wanted to add a final one to the list. It is the featured adversary modes. Some of them might not be that good or interesting, but it is one of the best ways to make good money fast, as Rockstar makes them double money regularly. In the earlier days when I started online, I racked in most of the money for investments by playing these adversary modes. Some of them pay from $60,000 to $90,000 if you are good in them. I once got paid $120,000 in some racing mode. So think about doing these if you get bored of doing all the previous activities or jobs. I'm giving out all the activities or jobs you can do in the initial or the beginning times to make money, so you can start investing in businesses and properties. And by the time you complete all those activities, jobs, treasure hunts and challenges, you would have racked in a good amount of money, thus making it easier for you to start purchasing businesses. Now there's one thing that I would like to add here that I kind of forgot to mention earlier on in the video. It is to get yourself a property so you have a place to spawn into every time you log in and store your personal vehicles as well. Once you have accumulated 200k, the first and foremost property you gotta purchase is the motorcycle clubhouse. Let me explain to you why this must be one of the first purchases you make in GTA Online. The first and foremost reason is because of the MC feature that you'll be unlocking. The option to instantly call your saved motorcycle from the interaction menu will be of great help right from the beginning. Then with the MC Clubhouse, you will have a place to spawn into and also garage space to store motorcycles. Plus, you'll be making it easier for yourself in the future when you want to buy MC businesses, as the clubhouse is needed in order to get those. So having these set up right in the beginning will actually benefit you in everyday gaming as well as in the long run too. Some will suggest the apartments in the beginning, but I'll say keep it for later. Since majority of the players will be solo, you all won't be having much use with it other than the garage. Now with the garages, you'll be unlocking the mechanic feature, which can be used to call your personal vehicles. And also you get the space to store your cars, unlike the motorcycle clubhouse where you could only store motorcycles. Apartments are useful for you if you have friends to do the heists. If not, then you better not bother much until you progress and level up in the game. But you can consider if you want the garages. When you are low level, there will be many features and upgrades locked. Like for example, the health upgrades are less, weapons will be locked and so on. So don't go about joining random heist invites with no idea about heist, as it will frustrate and irritate just about everyone with the heist fails. Oftentimes, you'll even get kicked out. Keep this in mind. So once you have grinded through all these activities, jobs and saved up a good amount of money, the first business you gotta buy is the bunker business. The bunker business is the most profitable passive business in the game till date. And another major factor that I like about this business is the sale part, which is very easy compared to the MC businesses. So once you buy the bunker, I suggest you also get the staff and the equipment upgrade along in the beginning, as it will increase the total product value as well as reduce the time required to produce the products. Don't bother with the security upgrades, as if you follow my ways from the video how to never get raided, you will actually be totally safe and never get raided. Regarding the sale part, well, for that too, I've got you all covered. I've also made a video titled How to Sell All Business Products Solo, wherein I show the best ways to sell the products of all the businesses completely solo. This will come in handy to majority of the players, as they won't have to depend on anyone else and can make the sales peacefully all alone. Best location for this bunker would be the Chumash bunker, as it's nearer to the city. You can refer to my best locations to buy businesses and properties to see other good options as well. After the bunker is fully set up and you have started to make good money from it along with the earlier activity grindings, invest on the MC businesses, preferably the cocaine lockup. This is actually the highest paying business out of all the other MC businesses. And as usual, buy the equipment and staff upgrades, as they will effectively increase the value and simultaneously reduce the production time, just like the bunker. And when it comes to the MC businesses, there are actually 5 of them, with the cocaine being the best and the document forgery being the worst. It's generally in the reverse order of these in terms of profit. So this is to say, don't blindly buy businesses, but make sure you choose the best ones, as that's what will get money rolling to your bank. Another important tip here is to buy only those that you can handle. So for mine example, I only got one, that is the Coke factory, as I didn't want to buy more and go through all the hassle, more work, more raids and also more sales. But if you're okay with all the extra works for making more money, then you can go ahead and get extra businesses. The order for the best to worst businesses is actually the exact opposite of the order. Get one in the starting, try it out for some time, and then get a second one. Try managing both of them for some time, and only if you're sure of handling them, then you can get the additional ones. But don't go all out and buy all of them without giving second thoughts on them, as you'll end up regretting later on. And also a pro tip here, stay away from the forgery business, as it's terrible in terms of making money. For more information including the charts and profits and all, you can check out the individual business videos where I have gone in depth and explained everything. Links are as usual in the description. The reason why I told you all to buy the bunker and the MC business right in the beginning is because they both are passive businesses. Having these passive businesses set up in the beginning stages benefits a lot, as on one side you'll be grinding the jobs and activities, whilst the passive businesses will be making money for you on the other side. This way, even if you stop grinding those activities, you'll still be making money in the background. But this is totally opposite in the grinding business scenario. Until and unless you physically go and do the work yourself, you won't be making any money. This is why I keep stressing all the times to get the passive businesses first instead of manually grinding businesses. But if you are like a hardcore grinder and like to grind, then you can get the active grinding businesses first. I kind of wouldn't recommend doing so. After getting and setting up those, the next property you gotta focus on is the office. Getting this will actually unlock many features, and the prominent of them all is the ability to register as CEO. This eliminates the 4-hour limit you earlier had with the VIP register thing. So now you can become a CEO for as long as you want and as many times as you want and grind those VIP activities. The CEO office isn't a business itself, but more like a hub for two other businesses. The first one you should get amongst these two is the import-export business, which is by far the most profitable grinding business in the game. This business is all about stealing, modifying and selling cars. Simple business with good profits. You will need to purchase a vehicle warehouse for this business. And once you purchase that, you are all set to make money. There are no upgrades in this business like staff and equipment upgrades other than few cosmetic ones, which you can completely ignore. There are 3 tiers of cars in this business: standard range, medium range and top range cars. The only ones you gotta focus on are the top range cars as they pay out the most amount of money. All you gotta do is fill up the warehouse with 10 standard and 10 medium range cars, and further on you'll get top range cars. I have made 3 detailed videos on this business already, including the ones where I talk about how to only source top range cars, and another one how to get 100% money with 0 repair or damage cost videos. If you have any doubts or want to learn more about this business as well as tips and tricks to make the most amount of money, then check out those videos. After setting it up and making money from that business, the next business that you gotta get is the special cargo crates business. I know that majority of you won't like and ignore it as you find it being too much of a grind and repetitive. In fact, I too didn't like it earlier, but I have found an alternative way to beat that repetitiveness, and the ridiculous amounts of money you can make in the long run is just breathtaking. This business is all about sourcing crates, taking them to the warehouses and then selling them. That's all. Simple, just like the import-export. For this, I recommend getting either medium or the large warehouses. They are the money makers. The small ones aren't worth it. Also note this, the product's value increases the more you collect them. Hence the small warehouses are bad. I won't be going too much in depth here as I have already made about 5 videos showing the business in detail, as well as the grind runs showing how I made $20 million in one day, 17 mil and 16 mil, or the $10 million per day guide videos. Also, as this business becomes too much of a grind, I follow my method to beat the repetitive grinding. What I do is every day I log in. I do one 3 crate resupply run for all the warehouses I own. This way I will have all my warehouses almost filled in a month, and at the same time I won't feel it being too much repetitive. And also remember to sell the fully filled warehouses only during double money event weeks. I mean, you can sell during normal times, but the money you get during the normal sales is just not worth all the effort you put into it. So sell during double money times. I do the same and so does others as well. Definitely don't ignore this business as it's like a long-term investment with huge returns. So consider this. Once you have bought, set up and started making money from these, you can then move on to the final business property, that is the nightclubs. The good thing is that it's a passive business. The best thing is that you don't even have to steal or buy supplies to this business. The only work you gotta do is sell the products that's accumulated by assigning the workers to the businesses. This business combines all the other businesses like the bunker, MC business and the crates in its underground hub. Even though this doesn't make huge amounts of money as fast as other businesses, it's good to have as it gives additional passive income without you having to do any work. Hence this is placed in the last as it requires other businesses already bought and set up. You can also make money from the above nightclub popularity. It's a good side income which can cover few expenses. Now, just like the earlier armored Kuruma and Buzzard, there are 2 more vehicles that I recommend you all to get as soon as possible after these businesses. They will tremendously benefit you as well as help you save a ton of time. Literally a huge game changer. They are the Terabyte and the Apersa Mark II. The Terabyte is like the ultimate dream vehicle for grinders or even those who want to make online life a bit easier. This vehicle is a serious money minting machine. How? Well, it allows you to run all the other businesses from it, be it the bunker, CEO or MC. All of them are available in the Terabyte. You can source crates as well as vehicles if you are a CEO from anywhere on the map. This is the main plus point I liked about this. Also with the bunker and the MC businesses, you can start the manual resupply missions in the Terabyte from anywhere on the map without having to go to the businesses itself to start them up. Although I suggest you all to buy the supplies, the option to steal them is always there. Apart from these, the Terabyte also comes with its own client missions which pays ranging from 30 to 35 grand. These are just like the VIP jobs. Few of them require more than one person, but most of them can be done solo. It usually takes me just 2 to 3 minutes to complete them. These can be alternated with the VIP missions beating the cooldown timer. Combining this with the Apersa Mark II can help you a lot. It will be a drastic improvement for you in saving time by getting the work done very fast compared to the normal transport ways. For this Apersa Mark II, I suggest to get it after getting the Terabyte, as you can unlock its trade price and save yourselves $1 million. The main reason I like this vehicle is because of how it can ride or fly anywhere. You can ride it on the ground or hover on top of water bodies, and also you can fly with it. This has been one of my favorite vehicles in the game and I use it all the time. It also has very precise missiles upgrade option. To top this all, you can instantly call this vehicle right next to you if you are an MC, as this is considered as a motorcycle. You can also call it through the interaction menu, the Terabyte menu, or through the mechanic. The even more best part of this is the ability you get to travel from one place to another being AFK. For more information regarding this Mark II and the Terabyte, check out the linked videos as I've explained them in detail. The reason I link these videos is because to cut down the unnecessary time wastage for both you all as well as myself. I do not wish to repeat the same information over and over again unlike other YouTubers and make the already long video even longer. That's the only reason I link my other topic related videos. Also, some of the new viewers won't be aware of my older videos. I wanted to put this out cause some keep getting butthurt over these. Also, I want to address another thing here. I left out a few properties, particularly the facility and the arcade. These two are good if you have friends or a good team to do the heist. If you are a solo player, then they don't serve any purpose in making money. They are good as garages, that's all. The major plus point of the arcade is the newest addition to the game, the Master Control Terminal. Similar to the Terabyte, but better. All the businesses are accessible from this location. But spending millions to buy the arcade and another 2 million approx for the MCT can't be justified. You'll be better off with the Terabyte alone. What I can say here is try to make friends. Instead of going on a PvP with other players or blowing up their cargo, try to be nice and offer help to them. Having friends in this game will help you in many ways. Plus, both of you can benefit with it. Business sales will be easier and you also can do the heists, which is a great way to make money via multiplayer. Presently, the casino heists are the talk and more number of players are playing these. Also, this heist offers good money if 2 players play them. So you can do this as well as the Doomsday heists of the facility just with another player. So good deal right there. And also the older classic heist of the apartment too if you have more number of friends or players to do them. They are kind of fun, not as much profit as the recent heist, but they are kind of fun to do. So try to make friends as it's going to be helping you itself. When I started out, I too didn't have any friends back then. I slowly started to make friends which helped drastically over time. Apart from all these, there's one business property that I intentionally left out. It's the hangers. This is actually terrible in business investment terms. The payouts are so terrible that it's just not worth doing this. It's not worth all the time and energy you put into it for the puny payouts. So stay away from this business. Although this property is good in the future when you buy air vehicles, as you can customize and upgrade them here. I too just use it for the same purpose, storing and customizing them. And finally, I want to add one more important tip, or I can say useful tip. It is the solo public sessions, or the lobbies as some of you say. These are nothing but public lobbies where you lag out from everyone else, leaving only you in the session. These are of great use for grinding businesses, as you can calmly go about doing the work without the worries of getting blown up or others constantly troubling you. On PC, it's actually very easy. You just have to suspend the application with taskbar. For consoles, it's slightly different. I've combined all the methods and made a small video. Check it out to know how to get into solo public sessions every single time. Also, with that, you can actually invite your friends over, so only friends can grind businesses. You can also kick out any randoms if they happen to join your session. Last but not the least, remember I had told I had some news at the beginning, right? Some of you are going to love this. I will be starting over in GTA Online. No, not a second character, but a whole new account and a new character starting from ground zero. Earlier you have just seen the guides and methods, but now you will be coming along the grind journey where I myself put these methods into action. Going from a new broke player to a rich millionaire player. More info regarding this will be coming out in the channel update very soon. So let me know all your thoughts and opinions regarding this. Or even if you want me to add something to it, then feel free to do so. Alright everyone, that's it for this video. I have tried to put all the information into this complete detailed beginner's guide. If you all know anything else, or if I have missed anything, then feel free to comment down below. This video took a long time to make, so I would really appreciate it if you drop the video a like and also share this video with your friends or others that are new to the game and just starting out. Make sure to stay tuned by subscribing, as more such awesome videos are to come. Thank you all and have a good day.